Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a reading today on your current love vibration. So that basically just means the energies that you are holding in your energy field when it comes to love. You could be dealing with someone, you could be single, you could have wounds from the past. Whatever needs to come up may come through. Just take the messages as they resonate for you today. So instead of having you guys pick an object or pick a number, I figured I would do something a little bit different. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle a deck, and depending on the three cards or the three topics that you guys see, you guys can go ahead and pick that particular topic if that resonates for your situation. So of course, I'll put the timestamps down below for that. Anyways, the decks that we're going to be using here today, we've got the Colors of Love Oracle. We have three of my own, Arrows of Love Oracle and Arrows of Love Tarot. We also have my Divine Feminine Healing deck. From Sister Moon Tarot, we have Blast from the Past, as well as Places, Faces, and Memories. From Fire Witch Tarot, the Christmas Love Oracle. From Jennifer Aquarius Tarot, the Premonitions of Love Oracle. From Channeling the Venus 222, we've got 50 Shades of Love. And from Bridget Rao Divine Essentials, the Divine Time Oracle. This beautiful nude, this is called the She Talks to Angels Archangel Azrael nude, created by my friend Michelle from Wing and Bell. I'll be sure to put her information down below, as well as everyone else's. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to shuffle this deck here, and we are going to see what our three topics are. And then you guys can base your decisions on that. This entire reading, of course, could resonate for you as well. All right, so Spirit, what is the current love vibration? We have batteries required. We have be attentive. And we have blocked from love. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read these, and you guys make your decision based on what has come through. The very first one that we're going to take a look at is batteries required. So this one is talking about failure to act results in the failure to see results. More action isn't needed. Get social, meet people, or join a club. In this case, love doesn't come to those who only wait. Turning it around, it says time to act. So this is probably going to resonate for those of you that are either single or you're wanting to start over. You're wanting to bring forth new love into your life. So that's going to be for people that choose number one. Now, of course, many things could come up in that category. But if that's what you'd like to choose, go ahead and take that. We also have be attentive. Be attentive and romantic with a love interest. Nurture the relationship. Take the initiative. Don't allow someone or something good to go neglected. So what I'm getting with this one, you guys, is maybe you're already in a relationship and maybe you've just gotten bored, or you and your partner have just kind of hit a slump. This is asking you to not let something or someone good go and neglect them because of whatever's going on here. So it's asking you to be a little bit more romantic and attentive, maybe come up with some new things that you guys can do, you know, especially for those of you that have been in a relationship for a very long time. You know, things just go stale after a while. We do have to continuously water a flower or it will not bloom and flourish, and it may die. So that's going to be for some of you. And we have blocked from love. Hanging on to a situation that leaves you feeling unloved blocks you from creating new and better opportunities for yourself. You deserve love. Maybe some of you guys have actually been blocked on social media. Maybe someone that you wanted to connect with is blocking you at this time. They either just don't feel the same, or they're just not seeing your worth or value. Maybe they have too many issues. Maybe there's just too many things going on. So this, like I said, this entire setup could resonate for you. You could take this entire reading or just take the little bits. And so I'll go ahead and put the timestamps down below, of course, with the theme there. So we're going to take these two away. We're just going to focus on the first one for right now. Okay, so those of you that chose this one, number one, batteries required. It says failure to act results in the failure to see results. More action is needed. Get social, meet people, or join a club. In this case, love doesn't come to those who only wait. So it is time to get out there. It is time to put some more effort into the situation. Some people just kind of feel sometimes that maybe just by sitting on their couch and sitting inside, that somehow magic is just going to show up on the doorstep. And who knows? I mean, maybe it could, but in this particular case, we're being asked to actually step outside of our normal comfort zone and box. So let's go ahead and get a card here for a theme. Yeah, round and round. So to me, this is just kind of like this carousel that could keep going round and round forever. At some point, we've got to change the tune. We have to change the direction. So if you guys are wanting some forward movement in your love life, or you're wanting something to happen, it is going to require you to get out and do something different. So let's go ahead and get 3 tarot cards here. What do we need to know about moving forward? Forward movement. Okay, so we do have the Justice card. This card highlights the sign of Libra, but this says laws of karma. So we might be waiting for some kind of justice. We might be waiting for someone to come back and apologize. We might be waiting forever, is what I'm getting here. That's for some of you. So I'm seeing here that you might have to get off that carousel or just eject that story, because it doesn't mean it will never happen, but it's not really going to, you're not going to change your life for the better if you keep waiting for something, because it does say here, something is not changing if you're just waiting around for it. Justice is also about making a decision. We do need to make a decision. We need to be very logical and rational with our thinking. Really, really do what you can to think outside of your box and think about what steps or moves that you need to take in order to attract a different type of love, or just the love that you're looking for in your life. It's going to require you to make a decision, though. 7 of Keys, yeah, weighing options. And I feel like for some of you guys may have been weighing options for quite some time. It's time to stop doing this. It's time to stop wasting time. Yes, I mean, what is the Justice card? It's the scales. We're weighing things, right? I'm getting here, it's time to make a decision with something. You're only procrastinating at this point. Your life keeps going round and round in the same energy. You're not really going to get anywhere in that energy field. So we do have to make some sort of decision. Yeah, and it's interesting. Sometimes life just isn't fair. Sometimes we don't get the justice that we deserve. 5 of Swords. Sometimes people do shitty things. Sometimes things just suck. But again, if we're waiting for some sort of justice, or we're putting our lives on hold because of past actions, we need to stop doing this, because we're not getting anywhere. So it is going to, batteries are required, as in we need to put batteries in to make something work. We've got to put batteries into our own life again and move forward, instead of continuously going round and round in the same circles on this merry-go-round. Nothing will improve, nothing will change if we do that. So let's go ahead and get some additional energies that may pop up, or that are just kind of bringing us a message about our current love situation, or I should say our love vibration. Okay, we have coffee. Okay, so this is kind of cool. This is telling us here that if, let's just say, going to just your local coffee shop. I mean, I don't really know how that is now with the whole pandemic and stuff. I don't even know if you can hang out at a freaking coffee shop anymore. But this is just basically saying some sort of casual type of situation, maybe an outdoor coffee place, a place where you can just sit down, maybe with a book or your computer, or just people watch. This is asking you, this is a good step. Take yourself out for coffee. It doesn't have to be coffee, though. It could be a hot chocolate, or it could be anything, an ice cream. But take yourself out on a casual date. By getting out there, you're going to start putting yourself in the energy field of getting back out there again. Take yourself on a date is what I'm getting here. And I'm also seeing, too, that if someone asks you for coffee, even though you might not necessarily be, interested in somebody romantically at that time, or just at all, there's nothing wrong with just casually going out with a friend, or just developing friendships. This could also be you joining some sort of a social club, just getting out there again. It's like good practice, putting you back in that energy field. Okay, so let's go ahead and get another card. Haunted. Wow. Okay, so I see this as a major setback here for the two, or for some of you that are watching for number one, this is telling me here that there is something that is haunting you from your past, something that is really causing you to just really pull back and not live your life to the fullest. The thing is, this whatever this energy is, whatever this injustice is, could hold you back forever. So you want to make sure that you don't continuously allow this to infect your energy or to infect your future or your life. Waiting. Look at this. Oh my God. This is exactly what Spirit's telling you not to do. Don't wait around. Don't wait around for life to come to you. You've got to go out and get it. You see? This is definitely the answer. You've got to make things happen here. You just do. We have babies. How cute is this? So maybe some of you guys want babies. Maybe some of you guys want a family. Maybe some of you guys just enjoy children. This could be a couple of different messages for you guys. Maybe this is volunteering with children. Maybe you're going to meet somebody that also wants to have a child. Maybe there's something in your future where you're, taking care of someone else's children. You happen to meet someone in that way. So again, this requires you to get out there to make something happen if this is truly what you want. You're not going to be able to connect with that person in order to create that family if that's what you want, if you're just sitting at home and kind of going through the same routine over and over again. So I'm definitely getting here that you've got to start doing something. Also, I'm seeing too that we might feel like we're just fresh, like a baby. Like maybe some of you have been in a relationship for so long. Now you're suddenly single and you don't really know what to do with this. Or maybe you've just been hung up on the same person for such a long period of time that you just feel so fresh. Like feel like you don't know what to do with yourself. But Spirit is telling you here, you don't have to be perfect right out of the gate. Just start to get out there and move around in a social setting. Take yourself on a date, create that vibration in your, like in your energy field. This will help to gravitate towards you these opportunities of other people that also want to link up with you. That's beautiful. So let's go ahead and get some advice here. See what Spirit wants to give us as far as advice goes. Maybe an affirmation to help us to shift our vibration. Because we have confusion. I take responsibility for my own decisions that contributed to challenging situations. This is a really good affirmation because this is about taking our power back. We're no longer giving whatever is haunting us our power. We're no longer blaming another person for any issues or problems. When we're stuck in that energy, we're really not going to be able to break out into something new. So Spirit is saying that right now it could be that your energy field is kind of clouded. You're clouded with confusion. You could be clouded or haunted by an injustice. So instead of continuing to stay stuck in that field, we're being asked to just kind of take responsibility that, you know what? Maybe we signed up for a lesson. Maybe we signed up for things to be a certain way. Maybe we weren't perfect either. Maybe there were certain decisions that we made that attributed to a falling out or things not working out in the past. But when we do this, we step back into our power. And when we're in our power, we're living our lives. That's beautiful. All right, we're going to end this reading with one last card here and go on into the next set of cards. Okay, it says, this is the year. It will all be clear. New Year's. So it could be you guys by New Year's that you are clear of this energy. I know that sounds like it's a long time away, It's like 7 months from now. But the thing is, this is telling you here that this year is your year. This year is your year to clear this situation up, to no longer allow something to hold you back, to really allow yourself to live your life and take back control. This is the year. And it could be by New Year's, you're actually with someone entirely new. You have attracted to you what you've been looking for this entire time. How beautiful. So anyways, you guys, I hope that resonated with you. And if it didn't, you guys can always choose, of course, the second or third messages that came up. But we're going to focus on number 2 right now, which says, be attentive. So I felt like this was going to be for those of you that are in a relationship right now, right? And maybe you're needing more attention. Maybe you're not feeling like your partner's giving you attention. It could also be that you've just gotten bored with your choice in partner, or you've just fallen into a slump with your partner. So this is asking you to get creative, to be more attentive to your partner's needs, to really think of ways that you can, add or introduce exciting things into the energy of your current situation. So let's get a card. I love this casual dating. It's interesting because number one, we had the coffee, right? And now we have another coffee. I like this because this is telling you here, it doesn't have to be fancy. Sometimes when we're, stuck in a rut in a relationship and we're trying to think of all these things that we can do, sometimes it can get overwhelming. Like, oh my gosh, I'm going to need all this time off. I'm going to need all this money. I'm going to need to do all these extravagant things. And let me tell you something. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes just the small, little, subtle things that we do for our partners can make a world of difference. So I'm just going to go ahead and share with you guys. Obviously, I've been with Mr. Moon now. We're going on 11 years this year, you guys. This October, we'll have been together for 11 years, married for 7 this May. Pretty amazing. And the thing is, obviously, we've been together for like an entire decade now. Things can get stale, but it does take effort on both of our parts to make sure that we are still showing up for each other. And we have definitely had our issues, let me tell you, this last decade. But the thing is, sometimes you have to have a little bit of a reset button. So one thing that I do every now and then is I'll put a little note, like a little love note of something special in his lunchbox, because I wake up every morning and I make his lunch. And it's just that little thing. So he'll call me on his lunch and he'll just say, oh my gosh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. So little things like that can just also be special and casual, as in just taking the time to just go and sit by a lake, or going for a bike ride. It doesn't even have to be at a fancy dinner. It doesn't have to be roses and a bubble bath. And even though all those things are great too, it doesn't have to be all that. So Spirit's asking you to try to just think small but special. That's what I'm seeing here. Small but special. Let's see what else. Wow. Because what I'm seeing for you guys is that the person that you're with is worth it. They're worth the effort. This is the Knight of Pentacles. This is a dedicated person. This is somebody who is in it for the long haul. And this is something that's worth the effort, is just what I am seeing with that. So you're better to dedicate your efforts to this relationship. If you think other things are important, and it doesn't mean that other things aren't important, especially, if like this person is your entire life and you're codependent, because you can see on the bottom here, it does say codependency, but we're looking at the upright meaning of this card. But this is for those of you that are in a healthy dynamic, but things have, like I said, just have gotten somewhat stale. This person is probably, or should be, one of the more important people in your life. And so if you're giving a lot of attention to other things such as drama, family members, parasitic people, friends, people that just want to drain your time and energy, and somehow you're spending more time in those dynamics, it might be time for a little bit of a wake-up call, Sometimes people realize things when they're too late, and that really, really sucks. And people get second chances and they're able to turn things around. And so there could be an opportunity for us to really focus on what matters. Some of us may have gotten just so blinded by situations, right, that we thought were something and they turned out they weren't. And I'm getting that for some of you guys, that maybe what you thought that you were really wishing and hoping and praying for, something just fell apart, something else fell apart. Now we have the 9 of Hearts, which is 9 of Cups, fulfillment. So this is about fulfilling yourself, really spending some time fulfilling your own needs as well. And when you're fulfilling your own needs and you're feeling really good, you don't necessarily come off as needy for your partner, right? So it does say you're taking care of yourself and you have enough strength on reserve to be able to also fulfill other people's needs too. So we have to take care of our own needs first. But at the same time, we have to make sure that these things are not becoming lopsided in our situation. Because if you're in a relationship and you want to be in a relationship and you want a successful relationship, it does take effort. It's not effortless. I'm sorry to say, it's just not. It's work. But if someone's important to you, make sure that you take the time to honor this connection, to feed this connection, to water this connection. Or you may end up with issues or problems, or may feel like, oh my gosh, like I've realized now that it's too late. I've suddenly realized, or I've lost something amazing in my life. And the only reason I'm saying that is because it says, do not allow someone or something good to go neglected, because you will be sorry. Look at that. Master of Hearts, which is the King of Cups. So this is someone who has very deep feelings for you. The waters definitely run deep. This is also somebody who may not be the best at sharing their emotions, but they're there. And it doesn't mean that, if that's your language of love, where you really need words of affirmation and this person isn't able to give it to you, it could be about taking the time to learn their language of love. See how they respond to their language of love, and talking about and coming to some sort of like agreement as to what works for both of you, having a nice conversation about feelings, or deep feelings, or making more time to have these deep connections or deep conversations for a deeper connection. I'm getting that as well. So to me, this is telling me that this can be the connection that you've always dreamed of, or that you've always hoped for. It's just going to take work. And I definitely get here that somebody does care, even though they may have a difficult time showing that to you. Their language of love might be providing for you, and you may be really longing for words of affirmation, or maybe even physical touch or quality time. And this person might just be an acts of service types of person. So there's something about learning each other's language of love and really taking the time to address and be attentive to each other's specific needs. It just needs to be communicated. I'm getting that. Okay. Wow. All right. So let's go ahead and get another card. We have Scorpio. What's interesting is the King of Cups is Scorpio. I'm also getting too that we have full moon in Scorpio, right? So this has just obviously happened, and I feel like maybe some sort of emotions are being highlighted right now. Maybe something has really, really just come out. So it's giving us an opportunity to transform. With this connection can be transformed. It can be rebirthed. I'm getting here, don't lose hope in this connection, whoever this is. Okay. You just need to be more attentive, or this person needs to be more attentive to you, and you do need to communicate that. Okay. What else? We have admired. Beautiful. So again, somebody loves and adores you, and they really admire you, but they might have a difficult time actually saying that. So it's talking about working on a little bit better of communication between the two of you. Okay. Might also be too that somebody needs you to tell them. They need you to tell them how they look. Maybe you need to give some sort of compliments. That's what I'm talking about. These small little gestures go a long way. Go a long, long way. Might even be to dress up for your person. Do something, get their attention in some sort of way. Change it up. Create something fun and new. In good spirits. That's beautiful. So this is about just being in positive, happy, good spirits. Sometimes we get into a rut where, we get so comfortable around our partner where we're just, we're in a bad mood, right? And we just kind of tend to just either take it out on our partner, or we're just not really checking our energy at the door, and we're just kind of bringing in our bad day, or just, just dumping it all over our partner. And Spirit's saying maybe less of that. Trying to be a more positive, high vibrational spirits will do wonders for this connection as well. Okay. And sparks fly. The spark between you and your partner can be reignited. You can have little bits and pieces of sparks. So it's about really putting your best foot forward and really putting some effort into this connection to rekindle this spark, because it is possible. Okay, it's definitely possible. Let's get some advice here. I embrace my emotions, soul cleanse. Wow. So the fact that we have the King of Cups show up, right? This is someone who is embracing their emotions. So I feel like what this is trying to say is that someone is having a difficult time embracing their emotions. It is hard for somebody to admit either how they feel, or they're just not very much in touch with their emotions. It doesn't mean their emotions are not there. There is emotion. There is love. There is something deep here. But it might be that we've got some layers to work through. So it's either you or your person, or a little bit of both. So it can be done. It can be done. We can clean this up. We can still repair whatever's going on here, or whatever's going downhill. And let's get one last card. Growth. Decades will come and go. Oh my gosh, it's so funny that I just talked about a decade that Mr. Moon and I have been together. It's funny, you guys, because Mr. Moon and I actually went through this at the very end of November. So some of you guys, if you've been watching my readings for a while, I kind of shared a little bit about my journey with Mr. Moon. And, you know, we had to go through something pretty major in order for us to hit the reset button in our relationship. And even though we've definitely pissed each other off between this, you know, time from then and now, it's not like everything's perfect and hunky-dory now. But the thing is, we're really a lot more aware of each other and each other's needs, a lot more attentive. Okay. So growth, decades will come and go if you don't choose to grow. Absolutely. Absolutely. You could go on like this for a long time if you don't change it now. People can be in loveless marriages with kids and all those things for just a long period of time, just being miserable and not really talking about it, not really connecting with their partner, maybe even looking elsewhere for happiness or just something, you know, that's can become a coping mechanism sometimes for people. I hear it all the time. So if you don't choose to grow, and if you don't choose to put your best foot forward in situations, you know, how can you really feel good about things? So if this is something where it's just like this chapter's come to a close for you, you're just no longer in love, this is hopeless, this may not be your message today. But this is for those of you that do want to save a partnership by putting more time and energy and effort into it. It can be saved. And I definitely feel like I can resonate with that. So anyways, you guys, we're now going to move on into number 3. Okay, blocked from love. If you chose this card, hanging on to a situation that leaves you feeling unloved, blocks you from creating new and better opportunities for yourself. You deserve love. So this is definitely for those of you that might be hanging on to someone who's just either not on the same page as you. They keep saying no, they've rejected you, but yet you're still hanging on. So there's a message here today about that. So let's go ahead and get our message. Yeah, lip service. Sounds good, right? It sounds good. The idea of this person might sound good. They may have said all the right things. Maybe they've even said all the wrong things. Maybe we've talked to this person till we're blue in the face. Maybe we're trying to talk to this person, but yet they're just not having it. All I know is that when lip service comes up, it's just this energy here where actions speak louder than words. So if this person is not showing up in your life and they're not making an effort, it might be time for us to say goodbye to that and walk away. Yeah, Ace of Flames. It's time for something new is what Spirit's trying to tell you here. It's time for you to go towards what really, really is making you feel good and making you feel confident. And if this is not, because it's saying here, if you're feeling unloved, this is just no good. So let's go towards something new, something that's going to really light our soul on fire. Maybe it's time for us to just maybe spend some time on our own and just kind of spend time with family and friends. Yeah, Nine of Flames, Survivor. You've gone through a lot with this individual, but this Ace, number 1 and 9 is 10. 10 of Flames here, 10 of Wands. It's a burden. It's time to let it go. You've survived. You've been through a storm with this individual. Maybe you've cried a lot of tears over this person, but Spirit is trying to say it's time for us to close up this chapter. Yep. If you're a divine feminine here, this is feminine energy. It's time for you, the Empress, to take care of yourself, to be abundant again. Whatever this holding on to this individual is, that's where it's not working, you're actually blocking yourself from becoming abundant. You're blocking yourself from being able to create new things. So we definitely have to get back on our throne, take back our power, and start creating our beautiful garden again. But we cannot create a beautiful garden as long as we have all of this stagnant energy that's holding us back. So we're definitely being told here in this reading today that we've got to give up something that's just not working, something that's blocking us. This could, of course, be a wound from, the past as well. But I'm getting here, it's probably a person. Nature, outdoors. You're being asked to spend some time outdoors, to go outdoors, to hit the reset button. This will really help to clear your energy field. This will really help you to feel a lot better. Sometimes when we're depressed and sad, we spend a lot of time indoors, either watching movies or just, curled up in bed. We don't want to get out of bed. We just don't want to do anything. But Spirit's telling you, force yourself to go outdoors. Even if it's in your backyard, go outdoors. Let the sun hit you, absorb some of that sun energy. That vital life force energy. Just get out again. Start enjoying yourself. Protection. It's beautiful. So this is spiritual protection. You have to protect yourself, okay? Spirit's also telling you here that they're here to help to protect you as well, to protect your precious energy. And as long as you're here, you're blocking yourself from your good. So they want to protect you. It could be that someone's rejection is actually for your own protection. So you're being blocked. You're being protected from someone or something that just isn't good for you. New home. So do you see new? The word new has come up 2 times now. We have new here. A new flame, new passion, new home. So some of you guys might be living with someone. Maybe some of you guys are living in the same area as someone, and that's been becoming very difficult. Maybe you're just looking to just move, just period. A new home, a new environment, a new job, whatever this is. Spirit's definitely pointing you in a new direction, okay? You're moving away from something. You're moving out of this energy that's blocking you from bringing forth love. So some of you guys want love, but unfortunately, as long as you're holding on to this old individual, it's like you're blocking yourself energetically from allowing new love to enter into your life. So there needs to be some sort of move in your energy field for that to happen. Basking in the sun, that just goes with the other one. You've got to get out there. You've got to get out there. You've got to you've got to let the sun hit your body. It's something about bringing you back to life. It's something about you feeling good again. We have these yellow roses. Yellow is our solar plexus chakra color. This is just about feeling confident again. And yellow is also friendship. This is about maybe spending some time with friends in the sun or outdoors. This will really, really do your spirit some good. Let's get some advice here. We have alienation. I feel like this is explaining your person, whoever has blocked you. This is their issue, okay? It says the act of isolation stems from fear of intimacy. I feel like whoever you were dealing with before has intimacy issues. Now, what is probably happening is maybe you have now alienated yourself. Now you're blocking yourself from love. And this stems from fear of being rejected or hurt again. So this says, do not take this behavior personally and try not to force anyone to open up. Because at the end of the day, you guys, you can't force this person to change. You can't force them to open their arms to you. You're just wasting precious time and energy. Your energies are better suited moving towards something new, focusing on the new. So this right here is another flame. And let me see if I can read this. It says, this is your true twin flame. I can't read this. Remember your story and why you came. Okay, so for some of you guys, this could be telling you here, and I don't confirm connections whatsoever. So what I will say is this person, whatever this is that didn't work out, this doesn't mean that it will never work out. Maybe it will later on, but right now it's not going to do you any good sitting around waiting for this person to open up and waiting for them to change. You do have to move forward with your life, okay? You and this individual have created some sort of a plan or contract to come together and have this experience in this life. But maybe right now it's just challenged. Maybe right now it's just not meant to be, and that's okay. So this might be the person that you do truly love, that you do truly wish more than anything to be with. But at the same time, we can't force timing. We can't force healing. We can't force people to ascend if they don't want to. So Spirit is asking you here, with this flame that you may have, this flame and this desire and this passion that you have for this person, put it into new pursuits. Put it into yourself. And who knows, maybe at a later date, this person will come back. But in the time for this particular time frame, it's time for you to focus on the new. And you can see this here with the 2 candles. New energy, not old right now, new. We have new energy. So take it with you. Take the lessons, take the memories, but do yourself a favor and try not to stay stuck and blocking your own good now because of what's happened between the 2 of you. Whatever's meant to be with this person will be. But in the meantime, help yourself and love yourself enough to move forward on your journey. All right, you guys. So I hope that those messages were helpful to you. I hope that they resonated. And thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.